Good morning, everyone. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, graduands, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am Sean Byrne, Director of the Arthur V. Morrow Centre for Peace and Justice. The highest honour the Senate of a university can confer upon an individual is an honorary doctorate. At the University of Manitoba, the criteria include distinguished achievement in scholarship, the arts, or public service. I am pleased to have this opportunity to introduce to you Dr. Izzeldin Abuelaish, who will receive an honorary Doctorate of Laws degree at this morning's ceremony. A passionate and eloquent champion for peace in the Middle East, Dr. Izzeldin Abuelaish is a Palestinian doctor and infertility expert who was born and raised in the Jabalia refugee camp in the Gaza Strip. Despite incredible tragedy, he has devoted his life to medicine and the search for reconciliation between the Israeli and Palestinian people. For years, Dr. Abuelaish has been an important figure in Palestinian-Israeli relations. He has treated Palestinian and Israeli patients and worked in Israeli hospitals, and is a committed advocate of forgiveness and healing as engines in the peace journey. On January 16, 2009, Dr. Abuelaish lost 3 of his daughters and a niece when Israeli tank shells shattered his house in the Jabalia camp. In the face of this horrific personal tragedy, Dr. Abuelaish has continued to advocate for peace and harmonious coexistence between Palestinians and Israelis. Dr. Abuelaish continues to live up to the description bestowed upon him by an Israeli colleague, a magical, secret bridge between Israelis and Palestinians. He has received the Stavros Neocros Prize for Survivorship, which honors individuals and organizations that promote survivorship and resilience through outstanding contributions to peace, reconciliation, and recovery in conflict-affected societies. He has also received a Search for Common Ground award, which are presented annually to honor outstanding accomplishments in conflict resolution, negotiation, community, and peacebuilding. And among other awards and honors, he was one of the 3 finalists for the 2009 Sakharov Prize for Freedom of Thought, the European Parliament's Award for Human Rights and Democracy Campaigners. He was also a nominee for the Nobel Peace Prize in 2010. An international foundation inspired by Dr. Abuelaish's vision and commitment to peace and reconciliation is being created with headquarters in Toronto and the Gaza Strip. The foundation, with an international mandate, is being established to nurture leadership among women and girls in Gaza and the Middle East in the fields of education and health. Inspired by Dr. Abuelaish's values and lifetime commitment to working across challenging situations, the Foundation will honor the memory of his daughters and serve as their living legacy. Dr. Abuelaish was born and raised in the Jabalia refugee camp in the Gaza Strip, and he received a scholarship to study medicine in Cairo, Egypt, and then received a diploma from the Institute of Obstetrics and Gynecology at the University of London. He completed a residency in the same discipline at the Sakura Hospital in Israel, followed by a subspecialty in fetal medicine in Italy and Belgium. He then undertook a master's degree in public health at Harvard University. He is the author of the best-selling book, I Shall Not Hate, which chronicles his life growing up in Gaza and the development of his outlook on life and peace in Israel and Palestine. He lives with his 5 remaining children in Toronto, where he is an associate professor at the Dalla Lana School of Public Health at the University of Toronto. Mr. Chancellor, it is an honor for me to ask, on behalf of the Senate of the University of Manitoba, that you confer upon Izzeldin Abuelaish the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa. Dr. Abuelaish, will you please come forward?
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of this university, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, with all of the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations, Dr. Abuelaish.
It's a moment that I feel moved, thrilled, a moment, a mixture of happiness and tears. And I would love, at this moment, if my daughters, my parents, and those people in this world who are deprived and underestimated themselves to come for a moment to see that there is hope, that we can succeed and we can challenge. I am honored to be with you here at your graduation. The graduation of a new generation and messengers of knowledge, light, and peace. This is a moment where each of us, your parents, grandparents, are proud of your achievements. This is a moment where each of us should relieve himself from the otherness. As we are dressed with one gown, with one robe, to be dressed with the robe of humanity. In our life, we face challenges, ups and downs. For me, as a Palestinian, that I am proud of, but most important, proud of being a human being belonging to the human family, where my life was a challenge. My suffering in my life, I wasn't born with it. It didn't come from God, it was man-made. And that's what can I say to you. For you as a newly graduate, this is the hope. It's man-made suffering. And that we and you, with your talent, with your potential, you can challenge this man-made suffering of not accepting it. To take responsibility, what can you do to change it? I succeeded and I dreamed. I dreamed as a child to be a medical doctor. And I urge each of you to dream. I can be occupied, oppressed, deprived, but no one can prevent you from dreaming. Dream big. Dreams are close to reality. But to achieve your dreams, you need to work hard. And you will enjoy. What did you dream and what did you achieve as you are enjoying it today? The most difficult time in my life. It was just in 4 months period. I never dreamed in it. 16th of September 2008, is the day when I lost my wife of acute disease. I was blessed to have 6 lovely, bright daughters that I am proud of. If I have 20 of them, I would be blessed from God, because they were girls, armed with love, with education, with the plans. Then, 16th of January 2009 was the day when I lost 3 precious daughters and 1 niece. I thought it is the end of the world. I don't want anyone in the world to experience what have I experienced, but I want each of you to learn how did I succeed to challenge those man-made sufferings of not giving up, of not being destroyed and collapsed. I learned that, as Einstein said, life is like riding a bicycle. To keep balanced, we must keep moving. I kept moving, carrying the pain, the wound, the scar, energizing me of not giving up, faster, stronger, more determined. I swore to God. I lost my daughters and niece, that I will never relax or rest. As a believer, as a Muslim, I believe one day I will meet them, but I want to meet them, to tell them, coming to meet you with the big gift that your souls and the blood was sacrificed for, the justice we lost, with wisdom, with kind words and good deeds. Words are stronger than bullets. It's time to stand, to save and secure others. I was the first Palestinian to practice medicine in an Israeli hospital, because medicine, as education, it has one color, it has one culture, it has one face, it has the human culture and face of educating and saving and giving others. It's time to go beyond ourselves if we want to find the happiness that we lost all. It's not with how much did I achieve, how much do I have or do I earn. It's with how much do I share with others, how much do I connect and give others. It's time to give and share. In a time we must realize that the most holy thing in the universe is a human being. Saving one, you save the world. Killing one, you kill the world. Freedom, that we all were born free. No one was born oppressed, sick, or deprived. We must run a normal, free life and defend the freedom of others. No one should be killed. No one should pay any price to get his freedom, and to understand that my freedom is from yours. No one is free as long as others are not. It's time to stand for the freedom of all. If we want to live in a free, safe, secure world. Life, as Grandma Moses said, as we make it, always has been, always will be. So it's the efforts of our hands, and we must start to take responsibility, not to blame or to hate or to feel the anger. Our search for blame must change to a longing of hope, hate. It's not the way to achieve or revenge the antidote of hate, which is killing to the one who carries it. It's a fire that burns the one who carries it. The antidote of hate is success. To carry, as I said, the pain, to energize and to move forward, to stand steadfast, stronger. I am proud of my daughters, those who were lost and those who are living. I am proud of my daughter Shada, who is sitting here. She was severely wounded during the attack. What did she suffer? Mountains can't bear it. She was in her high school, studying day and night to be one of the first 10 in Palestine in the high school. She spent 4 months in the hospital. She lost the sight in one eye. 2 right hand did malformed fingers, but she didn't lose the direction or compass. She said, I have to go to study and to challenge, to achieve the plans of my sisters. She did the exam. The day we moved to Canada, they announced the result, and she succeeded. As nothing happened, she succeeded 96%, and now she is studying computer engineering at the University of Toronto. That's what do we want to achieve, not to lose direction, to be determined, not to give up. We have to understand that tomorrow is hopeful, and I must, and you must try with all you learned and know today, and without fear of all you don't know. It's a matter of action, to take responsibility and to act. Actions resonate more. Don't underestimate your action. Don't underestimate yourself. Don't reject yourself. Believe in yourself. I learned in my life that nothing is impossible. The only impossible thing in life I believe in is to return my daughters back. Anything in life I planned, I succeeded. When I went to Harvard, that's some one things. It's only restricted for a certain group. Why not? To go to Harvard, from Jabalia refugee camp to Harvard. You must believe in yourself. You can reach, you can be the one that you want. Just believe and act. Education. Education is vital, and I believe that women's education is the key indicator of any country's development. If we want to invest and to change this world, we must change our approach to invest in women's education and girls' education. It's not the woman's status or women's rights. It's women's role in shaping our life and decision-making. It's time for girls and women to take the lead. If they didn't succeed, they will never fail. They will never make it worse as it is now. Let us try and give them this opportunity. Right now, you are the hope. As a newly graduate, we need a new blood, a new leaders with a new vision. You are the new and the hope. I believe in you. I believe in us. Shall we begin and start to smash and destroy those mental and physical barriers which are artificial, we created between each of us, and to understand that each of us can make a difference. I urge you, have hope, have faith, But most important is to take action. And in our life, we have priorities. And our priority is our future. But who is the future? Our children. Our children are the future and the hope, and they are the life. They are the beauty of life. And to learn and to understand that the roadmap is not the territory, it's the humanity that we all belong to. Shall we start to believe in ourselves and to make this world a dressed, a beautiful, a human, a dressed, that we all will feel safe, secure, healthy, and happy. Thank you, and God bless you.